Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a morning liberation guided meditation, and it is a beautiful yet torrential downpour right now. And when it's raining like this in these beautiful mornings, I really just kind of like to let go and allow the meditation to take whatever direction that I feel with the rain. So we're going to dive deep into our own pureness this morning. So allow yourself to take a nice deep breath, one big stretch this morning. If you need to, reach to the sky and get those last few wiggles out, and we're going to get going. So as we sit and rest and close our eyes, and when we hear the tap of the bell, we allow ourselves to take a nice deep breath and effortlessly let it fall away from us. Again, take a long, deep, slow inhalation. And one last breath. We simply allow ourselves to observe body breathing. As we awake in this calm, relaxed, and empty state, carrying over from sleep, we allow ourselves to simply rest within ourselves this morning, effortless like the flowing and falling rain. It's here we allow ourselves to leave everything at the door, to let go of yesterday, to tuck away tomorrow, and to give ourselves our full attention and being to the now. It's here we recognize the effortlessness of our own pureness as we allow each breath to fill us up with warmth. It's here we offer ourselves the opportunity to rest, to allow the mind to go back to sleep, to tuck in the emotions, and to allow the sensations to fall away, so we may discover ourselves and see ourselves for the pureness that's ever present. And in truth, that truth of our own essence that radiates from us. On the next tap of the bell, we take a long, deep inhalation. We allow that inhale to transform itself into a powerful Om chant, so our own healing vibrations may transform the perspective in which we currently see. As life flows, we simply lay back and flow with it. And in our own calm, we simply let go. And it's here we simply drift away from the sound within. For our true nature is effortless. Our own pureness is love itself. Love for this moment, love for life, love for experience. But it's here we must recognize that we've been investing our affection in the false, in the many conditionings and learned behaviors that are unoriginal to us. Like holding a hot pan, they've been causing suffering within our lives, chaos to ensue. And such tension has created a pattern, seemingly an inability to just drop away and let go of everything. But that is no more than a thought believed in. For every moment offers this opportunity for liberation. This opportunity to remember and remind yourself the truth of what you are, the pureness in which you feel, the calm in which you know. And as we've all come to experience the effortlessness of simply being as you are, allow yourself to take a long, deep breath and simply sigh away and let go of all remaining tension. And come to know that you've always yearned for the peace and quiet within you. Life is in its most enjoyable states when we drop everything and become immersed in life. Like children, we find ourselves getting so lost and immersed in this lovely play called life. So when does the freedom of our youth transform into the servitude and bondage of our adulthood? Why is it that we feel peace and love and the warmth we experience in these effortless times to slip away from us. We must come to recognize and see it as all because of beliefs and thoughts assumed to be true and invested as truth. So what happens when you drop everything and let go? What happens when you no longer assume the truth and leave yourself open to experience it? And when we finally step foot back home and observe the pureness of the air, the love and the warm breeze, we must come to observe how we came about to such destinations. And with a keen eye, we recognize when we let go, we naturally return home. Because the tension, the conditionings, the emotion, the sensations, the thoughts, they're attributes internally in which you see, you feel, you know. And like a child, we skipped this internal feedback and went straight to the experience. So eliminate the tension within yourself by letting go of that hot pan. Recognize there is no destination in truth, for you are the goal in which you aspire for. I offer you this simple moment to release yourself of all of the self-sabotage and unnecessary tension. Take a long, deep breath and hold the inhalation as long as you can comfortably. And simply watch all else fade away as the exhale effortlessly drops. It's here we understand that we simply watch the body. We need not do anything to it. And like trying to drink from a muddy, still pond, you must not disturb the surface if you wish to get the clean water beneath. Gently, effortlessly, affectionately, and attentively, we simply sit to observe all that life is presenting us in this moment. And know that it is in these moments of tenselessness that the digestion of spirit, of experience can arise. A process in which The heart plays out what it needs to hear and see. When we have activity internally, it is not meant to be ignored, but to watch it like a butterfly zooming across your screen. Effortlessly coming and going. You need not seek it out. So what happens when we allow ourselves to watch at a distance all these internal experiences like we do with our external ones? Find out and see through your own inner looking. Thoughts, emotions, sensations, bugs and birds flying around. It doesn't matter what you hear or see or sense. It's here we recognize that there is the seen. And we are sitting from this position as the seer, the listener, the evaluator of taste, and the knower of touch. It is you that experiences and simultaneously perceives all of life. So immerse yourself back into what you've known to be successful. When you've truly been your most free, your most gleeful. As we were children, immersed in life. For one can say that is the true distinction between childhood and the painful teenage years, in which oh so many have been trapped in. Allow yourself to be more entertained by life. Fall in love with your experience again and less of what you tell yourself, seemingly. Do not give yourself the time to ruminate and dwell within, but live effortlessly and freely as you did when you were a child. Fall in love with life again, fall in love with yourself again, and fall in love with the play that is existence. And with our last breath together this morning, we allow ourselves to take a nice deep breath in the tap of the bell with a big smile on our face. And effortlessly exhale as we awaken back into the freshness that is our pure self. And that concludes our meditation for this morning. Namaste. I bow to the divine within you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that the meditation last night carried you over into a really calm state, and that this was just that exclamation to keep that effortlessness flowing through the day for you. And it brings an important point with when things seemingly got lost within us. And it really is that effortlessness that arises when we're kids. And when we're teenagers, I feel like that's when the bodily feedback really grows the strongest and really begins to assert itself over our more spiritual connection and affinity, which is like when we're kids. That effortlessness and just love and kindness and compassion that flows naturally from us. But as we see, the more we get invested into our beliefs and attached to the bodily sensations and the emotions, we get lost in that sauce, baby. And we get trapped within the mind, within our emotions, and within the body. So recognize the games of life and the patterns and cycles of life, and you no longer get played or tricked by them. You escape those traps and you liberate yourself. That's the beauty of ending the old and creating the new. And the beauty about spirituality is that it's not getting anything. It's not going somewhere. It's removing and peeling back those layers of what we think we are, what we assume to be true. And the irony of being a child is, we are effortless in the nature of our being, but we're dumb. We idolize everyone around us because we have an experience that we know of. So we soak up all these things and cover up that radiant star that was always shining. And when we're in those moments of time going by like that, or you just have a great day, you're lost in the sports or whatever expressive experience you're doing, and you feel that freedom again, you recognize that effortlessness of life, and then it seemingly goes away because we get trapped back in here. But as children, our true home is here. And that's spirituality. It's kind of like bringing back down that balloon, pulling it back down. And again, we're revealing what we already are through recognizing what we're not. And that's the beauty of spirituality, is that in truth, everything's already there. But it's a game of self-sabotage that we need to learn how to stop playing. And when we do that, we recognize life's here to lift us up. And it has been this whole time. So I love you so much. Thank you for joining me this morning. Don't forget to tune in tonight and start your day extra cozy. I love you. Have a great one. Peace.